Algebra Word Problems, number 9a, solving word problems with equations. An equation is a statement that shows two quantities as equal. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Well, the 2 and the 3, 2 plus 3 on the one side of the equal sign carries the same weight as that 5 on the other side of the equal sign. Writing and solving algebraic equations from word problems is like balancing two sides of a scale. Look at our scale. We've got 8 on one side, equal sign in the middle, and 4x on the other. And the 4x means 4 times some number. To find x, we remove an amount from each side of the equal sign so that the x is isolated to one side. Removing an equal amount from each side makes sure the scale stays balanced. Well, 4x means 4 times x. See? All algebraic equations are solved by using inverse operations. Plus undoes minus, times undoes division, subtraction undoes addition, division undoes multiplication. Whatever the opposite is, plus to minus and division to multiplication, okay? The line doesn't cross in between them, okay? This undoes that one and that undoes that one, okay? But they don't cross each other, all right? You have to remember this. That's why it's got so many stars around it. This is really important. Inverse operations, all algebraic equations, okay? All right, so let's take a quick look at this. If we've got 8 on this side and a 4 times something on this side, the inverse of multiplying is division. So if we divide this side by 4, okay? Because we've got to take an equal amount off of each side to get x by itself. So if we divide this side by 4 right here, we'd get 4 divided by 4, which is 1, okay? And if we divide this side by 4, because we've got to do the same thing to each side, 8 divided by 4 is 2. Well, now the 4 canceled itself out, and we've ended up with 2 equals x, and we know that x equals 2. See how we did that? All right, so any inverse operation done on one side of the equation, one side of the equal sign, must be done on the other side of the equal sign. Must be, okay? So these next word problems are going to seem very, very easy to you, and you're going to say, why are we doing this like algebra when I can just do simple addition or subtraction? But I'm doing this to teach you how to write the equations and to solve word problems with algebraic equations, okay? So just humor me, okay? Emma's savings account balance was $640 after she deposited $25. What was her original balance? So we think, how can we write an equation for this? Well, was 640 can be equals 640. Deposited $25 can be plus $25. The original balance can be B. Why wouldn't we use the letter O to match for original balance? O is never used as a variable because it gets confused as a 0. Doesn't that make sense? Even in geometry, when you're doing work and stuff, you're not really going to see O as the label for a polygon. It's going to skip right from L to M, N, and then P, and you won't see an O. Check that out. You'll see how silly that is, but it does make sense, doesn't it? We don't want to confuse it with a 0. So now we write the equation. 640 is equal to B plus 25. That's what we get out of this, okay? So the inverse operation of addition is subtraction. So to get this B by itself, we're going to subtract 25 from this side and from this side so that we can get this B by itself, okay? If you saw my formula videos, you'll understand about getting the variable by itself to one side and how we need to get rid of the thing that's stopping it from being alone, see, from being isolated. So we're going to subtract 25 from each side. We take it from this side, and we take it from this side on each side of the equal sign so our scale stays balanced. This leaves us with just B because this cancels out, see? And then 640 minus 25 is 615, so we get our original balance, B equals 615, see? All right, let's try it one more time. See if I can help you here. Tala's car had 21,321 miles on the odometer before her trip to Boston. If she drove 419 miles, what was the new mileage? So we think, how are we going to write this equation? Well, had 21,321 before the trip can be equals 21,321. Drove 419 miles can be minus 419 miles because we're trying to find new miles. So new miles can be n. Now again, I know this is, you're saying, why can't I just add the 419 to that and get the new miles? Well, you could technically, but then you wouldn't learn how to do these algebraic equations, okay? That's what I'm trying to show you. So this is the mileage before her trip, the n is her new miles, and then we're going to take away what she drove and get the old mileage, okay? So then we'll have the new miles. So we need to get n by itself, all right? So it says minus 419, and the inverse operation of subtraction is addition. And if we add 419 to this side, the n will be by itself. But because we have to do the same thing to each side of the equal sign, we have to add 419 to this side. So we do, and we get 21,740 as the new mileage. See? Do you see how we wrote the equation to fit the problem? And we had the variable on one side, and then we used the inverse to take it away, and it balanced. Okay? So that's what we're going to be doing with word problems for the algebra word problems, okay? Just remember to maintain the balance. Think of that scale and how we don't want it to tip to one side more than the other, okay? I hope I helped. I hope this is making some sense. I'm going to make another video following this one, number 9b. I'm going to talk about it some more. I'm going to use multiplication and division as the inverses. I hope to see you there, okay? Bye.